What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the best women's boxing show, period. Happy New Year. I am Cynthia Conte.
And I'm Jeandra LeBeauf, and it's a new year, same us, but hopefully better you and better boxing.
Oh, and new season. New season for Best Women's Boxing Show, period, for 2025.
Season 4?
Season 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Season 4.
What a milestone for us. I mean, I just remember when it all started. We didn't know what we were doing. I mean, we still kind of don't, but we do. we don't. Oh, this is a new year for us. Good stuff. Sorry we didn't get to film last time because I had zero voice. I got that viral thing that I think everyone was catching. I didn't get the stomach viral, the norovirus. I got the really bad cold, and I still have just a tiny bit of it. It's been, girl, 2 weeks.
It's been pretty bad. I had like a little sniffly, sneezy thing, but nothing too bad. But when I had talked to you that day, well, when we exchanged notes, it was like,
you heard my voice.
Oh, I was like, oh, poor voice.
I sound like Eeyore, like, oh my God. Dimitri loved it. He loved me not talking like Jay.
But your baby probably missed it, mama's voice.
Well, it's funny is because Brooklyn got sick too. I got sick from him, and he was losing his voice, and it was so cute, him being hoarse. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, he's like, Mom. I'm like,
my boy, my boy.
How was your New Year?
It was like, girl, I have to be honest, it was so granny because, my daughter went back to, where she's at school and because she had to work. And I was in the bed watching like videos and stuff, fully intended on getting up, getting something to drink. I fell asleep and I woke up to the hood going up with the with all the fireworks. And I'm like, oh, it must be the new year. And it turned over and went right back to sleep.
I did text you at New Year and I'm like,
I know.
Did she fall asleep?
Pitiful. That's so pitiful. And then I wake up at like 5 o'clock, like, okay, so where's everybody at?
Well, it was a fun Christmas and New Year, and we are so excited to come back in the new year for 2025 because now we get to do the best of boxing for 2024. It's like our award show. I wish, we could have like totally dolled up as if it's like the Oscars of boxing.
I know.
It's a little hard when it's just on Zoom. I wish we could be together, but soon we will.
We're going to do that for.
People are saying who is the best, the knockout of the year. And I know you guys, you Jeandra fans have it. I know, Jeandra, we be talking. And so we get to do our fighter of the year or whichever. I don't know what topics, Jeandra. You won't tell me and I won't tell you, but we're going to tell our fans.
I like starting with that knockout of the year. Exactly. Yeah, we did not compare notes on because we wanted to have it fresh just like you guys. So we're going to kick it off with a bang. And it's so sad that I have to say this is the knockout of the year because it just derailed a whole apple cart of thing. So my knockout of the year was Anthony Joshua knocking out Francis Ngannou. But then he turned around and he lost to Dubois. So I'm like, damn. Yeah. Just a highlight real knockout. And then
I didn't know that would be your choice. And you've always talked about it on the show. It's like the heavyweight curse. It's like one person does this and then the other person does this. And it's just kind of like, well, man, who knew? But I was actually watching some of the tape because I'm like, is it Joshua? Am I going to agree if she puts this? I don't know. Because a lot of people actually did put who you thought. And I just watching it back. Anthony Joshua was just in rare form. He just, I don't think he saw any of those punches coming. And it was, congratulations, Dubois. That was a well-earned win.
Turkey curse.
The turkey curse. All right.
So I want to hear yours now. So I'm excited to hear who you said.
All right, so there were a couple, but this one I have to say, Lucas Body knocking out the very gifted top prospect or Ashton H2O Sylvie
Ooh, that's a
on
really good
most
one.
valuable promotions. Remember, it was like everyone kept saying this. I honestly thought it would be the fight of the night. I didn't know it'd be the knockout of the year for many people. Baddie came in as the B side. You know, Ashton came in and he was always the A side. He had highlight reel knockouts and wins. But when he came in, Baddie's like, no, I'm 16-0. We're both undefeated. And he just said it wasn't a shock to me. I practiced that same exact punch combo and I kept watching it over and over on a loop. He fell flat like
Wow.
timber. And I was really, it was terrifying. It was a terrifying knockout because those could end someone's career easily. That was my knockout of the year.
I love that you picked that because I remember us texting about that and you were so hyped. You were like, are you watching this fight? This is crazy. I love that you picked that.
It was a good one. I was like, and even when I was like looking at other ones, and I'm like, this one just takes the cake because I've never seen anyone just fall like that. And I mean, it was a very sad, shocking, but it was a knockout highlight reel. But hey, at least Ashton is good. He's looking to come back, so that's all that matters. All right.
Great choice. Whether you guys put your choice in the
Yeah.
comments if you agree
Yeah.
with that or hip us to something that you think we didn't see.
Yeah. And if you disagree, why do you disagree with us? We'd love to hear you. Okay,
Absolutely, for
Jeandra,
sure.
what's your next topic?
I think that we should go to this was I love that you suggested this. I thought this was so fun. Let's talk about what we thought was the craziest moment in boxing this
Oh
year.
yes.
I'm gonna alley-oop it to you. What was your
Okay.
craziest moment in boxing this year?
The craziest moment in boxing in 2024 was the paint gate of Sandy Ryan and Michaela Mayer.
Ooh, good choice.
Girl, I have never in my entire time of ever watching boxing or any kind of sports has
Mhm.
that ever happened. So people who have not seen it, you should go watch it. It's sad. Sandy Ryan was fighting Michaela Mayer in at MSG not too long ago.
Mhm.
And as she was leaving her hotel, her fight hotel to go to MSG, which they're going to walk, someone threw red paint, a drive-by paint shot. It messes with the altar of her mind. And they're saying it was Michaela Mayer's team. They were saying it was an inside job. There was security, CCTV. To this day, they still don't know. And why I thought of that is because Sandy and Michaela were still going at it on Twitter the other day. I wanted to shoot it too, but I was like, no, because this will be the craziest moment. And I mean, Michaela's saying, well, I wouldn't post naked. I would just be like, I mean, not pose naked, but she wanted to show what happened. That was my crazy moment.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a really, really good one. Oh man. Wow. Yeah, because that really got in the tempo, the fight and the broadcast. It became
Right?
a whole nother story. Ooh, good choice. Very
Yeah.
good
And
choice.
and you think about it, the way that it came about is that they said maybe call the fight off, and Sandy did not want to, but everyone else, her promoter, everyone did. It turned out to be one of the best fights for women and one of the best rounds in women's boxing. My God, if you guys have not seen it, go watch it.
For
Go watch
sure.
it. All right, Jay,
Who do
who
you
you
guys
got?
think is the
Who you
paint?
got? Who you
Who
got?
I got? I mean, this is kind of like a no-brainer, but it was just so funny to me. My craziest moment in boxing was just seeing Mike Tyson's bare ass on Netflix in front of a gajillion goddamn people who are tuned in for this fight,
I
whether
just
it was intentional or not. Mike's whole ass, his whole ass on TV. Mike, for real? Are you telling us to kiss your ass? Or did you forget you didn't have the trunks on yet because you was talking to your kid and you was comfortable? I
I
don't know.
when I love that moment because imagine 75 million plus people on Netflix watched it. And I remember your feed was behind because every Netflix went down. And I was
That's
like,
right.
girl, I mean, I
His
and
ass cheeks.
I don't I think there was an interview with him saying someone asked about that viral moment. He's like, I don't know, I got an ass. Like you guys were in my locker room.
Oh, it was
He is
so on
right.
brand for him, but so funny, especially in the era when people want to talk about censorship or non-censorship. So you get the one event that's got more people watching it than the Super Bowl, and we get Mike Tyson's clenched ass cheeks. Amazing. What a time to be alive.
Right? Oh God. I just
Oh,
and I love it because everyone got to see it at a different time.
it just spans the universe.
Because imagine if it all went on at the same exact time for Netflix to actually working perfect, it would have seriously crashed. Like at the
That would have
same
been it.
time, I'd be like, well, we ain't watching nothing.
Mike's ass crashed
I
the
like that
damn
one. I like that
broadcast.
moment. I really like that moment. I didn't even think about that moment.
It's just
One's
when
funny
it
and
just
one's
popped
just
out to
shocking.
me. It would just popped out to me immediately, like Tyson ass, Tyson ass. But shout out to you, Mike. We love you. We love you.
I wonder if they branded anything with. I feel like they did. Someone probably made. I feel like someone made something. I don't know if it was shirts or smoky. He did something with smoking. I can't remember. A
Mm.
long shot. I
So
don't know.
I know he has a farm. I don't know if he still has the farm. They used to sell it in Vegas. I couldn't find it out here in LA. So, we'll have to see where it is. But so now, where do you think we should go next?
You know what? We're the only ones in boxing that started this, like the whole cam glam. And
Hmm.
I don't ever see except women or basically you and I and a couple women talk about the ring outfits. And
Yep.
we're always like, ooh, how many diamonds does Mayweather have on him? Like we
Man.
are the ones talking because we know the brands. We should go to best ring fit / ring walk.
Ooh, okay.
Jeandra, who'd you get? Who'd you got?
For best, just strictly ring walk. For me, it was Keyshawn Davis in
Oh,
Virginia with the marching band. It was just so like an anointing. It was so fun to see him come out of the tunnel and the kids were getting down. When I was looking for some videos, somebody had a video up, like someone at ground level who was with them, who was in the mix shooting it with the kids, like, because it was like a high school band. And it
mm-hmm.
was just so good. And it was so touching to see him come out with his family, his sisters. And it was just a really, really beautiful moment. Like the king is here,
That's
you know,
cool.
the
Yeah.
king is here. So yeah, that was just strictly on the ring walk for me, not
Mm-hmm.
the ring walk. How about for
Okay.
you? Are you gonna combine the two?
I'm
Or
combining the two.
ooh, what was it?
The ring walk and the ring fit of Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury, the Kozak Warrior. So I had to like do some research, and that green fit with the feather. I mean, it was the most stoic fit I have ever seen, and the way he walked, and he always pays homage to the Kozak warriors and this specific person. There were pictures of the head of state, the warrior leader Bohdan Khmelnytsky. He's a Ukrainian warrior. Usyk always pays tribute to his culture and his heart, his clothes, and in his thinking. So everything that you see, even so, that was just for the fight for part one, and then also for all of fight week for part two against Tyson Fury. He came out as Agent 47, that hitman that I was talking about. Remember, I said he came out like bald with a briefcase. He came out like that, and then just walking out during fight week in Riyadh. He wore that purple fit with the tiger, that very coming to America kind of look. And then his outfit or his warrior outfit coming into the ring walk, just another stoic and like always about his country to fight. That was it just gave me chills.
I'm feeling you on that. I'm feeling you on that 100%. The whole week was fly. He was fly the whole week.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
excellent choice.
Okay.
Shout out to Usyk. I used to like when Golovkin would do the robes, and I still love Golovkin's robes, but that robe ain't messing with what Usyk had going on for that entire fight week. It was
Mm-hmm.
just so regal and so just like manly, but still ornate and
Yes.
just dope. Just the king for sure.
It was something very truly special. What was your ring fit?
I might have to piggyback with you with Usyk because I can't even think of anything that's standing out to me that I like. I like what Mario Barrios usually does when he does the whole Taino Indian
Yeah.
and, pays homage to that. I do enjoy that. Those are probably the only two, like in terms of fits that stand out to me. It's so funny you mentioned Mayweather. I still remember those diamonds from that press conference. God,
I mean, I remember he wore, what was it? I think we were at, I don't know if we were at
I think it was for Tank,
Jake.
something for Tank.
Yes, yes, when he keeps running back to the corner and telling him what to do. There was one fight he was wearing riding boots,
Mm.
like a whole like horse riding outfit. I do have an honorable mention.
Oh, okay.
So honorable mention is because I love diamonds. Jake Paul's outfit, the $1 million outfit for his fight against Mike Tyson. It was $1 million, 380 carats of VVS diamonds on his shorts and on his shoes. His shoes were created by Mr. Shoe Surgeon. He's the one that also
Okay.
does Caleb Plants, all his,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
the customized one.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so as of right now, it is allegedly the most expensive ring fit ever in boxing history. And the second was Amir Khan's. He wore crocodile and like 24 karat gold on his
Wow.
shorts.
Wow. Let's bring back that to boxing, of the
Right?
glamour and all of it, just as a whole. So when the fights do come back stateside, let's get back to the furs and the tuxes and the suits and the fly stuff.
Right?
I really like it.
Right?
We can do it,
Okay.
y'all. We can do it.
See,
If in
yeah,
doubt, wear all black.
black is always very sexy. Always
Yes.
very sexy. And I know some people might come at us, be like, well, why not Tyson Fury? I don't mind Tyson Fury, but he's just very theatrical. It plays
Mhm.
to his personality. I mean, I did like one of my favorites was when he came out during the Wilder fight. I think it was a third fight when he came out to Patsy Cline's Crazy. I love Crazy because I used to sing
Mm.
that all the time in a lot of competitions. So that was like one of the big things. But I liked it. So do you agree with us? I
Tell
love yours,
us.
Jay. I didn't think about Keyshawn's because that was a real big moment. That was really his coming out, and I'm
Yeah.
here, and he was able to sell out the arena and put on a show and knock the dude out. I remember that.
He just has that quality, just that I'm that guy. Like
Hmm.
he's young, but I like where he's going with it, the personality, the taking the family with him. I'm on it. But yeah, and with your choice, well, also with the Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is very good at the ring walks, and I like the first Tyson Fury fight in LA with the free with Desire. Like that was hype.
Oh yeah, free
Yeah.
from desire. Yeah, every
They
time.
love that song. Golly.
Every time. You know, since we are part of the women's ring committee, let's do female fighter of the year.
So female fighter of the year should be no surprise to anyone who watches us regularly. I'm gonna have to go with Gabriella Fundora.
Uh-huh.
I'm just man, crown her, man. Crown her. Every time I see her, I like her more and I want to know more because we know that she has her family and they're a fighting family. But the way she's winning and her personality, like, I want to know more about the woman and what makes her her. So, salute to her. Undisputed.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Fought 3 times in 2024, wasn't kicking
Right.
back.
Right.
Got the belt off a very experienced competitor. Yeah, it's Gabriella Fundora in 2024 for me.
I agree with you a billion percent. I mean, if you guys have someone else, I think you need to like think about your life
True.
choices. No, because she was not many people even get 2 fights or 3 fights in one year. And she was able to become unified and then undisputed in one year. And she put on her performance every time. Like you said, she had to fight the right people, and they were all former world champions or world challengers. And then the way she became undisputed, she put a bow on that knockout. We
Absolutely.
rarely see knockouts in women's boxing, right, Jay? Like we always we always hear women say, "I'm gonna knock him out," but we're like, "No, you're not."
Where that now?
No, you're
Where
not.
the knockout at?
Yeah, and what she did to Alanis, I
Mhm.
mean, it was a stunning and a very beautiful knockout. I agree with you. She's made history with her brother. They became the first brother and sister unified world champions, and she's the youngest undisputed, 22 years old.
22.
And I'm going to say it right now on this show, she's going to be undisputed in many categories. I have said this many times, but I promise you, she's going to clean out many divisions because
Hmm.
I don't see anyone right now that's going to give her any problems.
Yeah, they're not messing with her. Just
Yeah.
her style, her
Yeah.
frame. They're not messing with her. Shout out to the sweet poison.
And you know what? And shout out to her because she always gives us time. She will
Yeah.
always, and the one time she was really busy, Sebastian came and talked to me because he saw me wait and he wasn't doing any interviews. That's the one when he said, remember, if you guys haven't seen it, he spilled the tea. I didn't spill it. He spilled it
He
that
spilled it.
there were negotiations for Terrence and then there wasn't. Heck, he said it on my interview because I was waiting patiently for Gabriella. So yes, the
Exactly.
whole entire family, I love them. They love us. They love our show, and they always rock with us. So we will always rock with them.
For
So yes.
sure.
So do you guys?
Congratulations,
Yeah,
girl.
yeah. It's I can't wait to see her again.
I know. I know. Whew. So, female fighter of the year, where should we go this time?
I want to do female fight of the year. I
Ooh,
hope you have the same as I do. If you
I,
don't, then
I
I don't
think
know.
we do. I
I
think
think
we do.
fans, if you don't have the same, I again, you should really think about your life choices.
For sure.
You should, if you didn't watch it, then you must be living under a rock, unless your stream went out for good.
Which is a good indicator. Take us to the house. Take us to the house. Who did you pick for female fight of the year?
Taylor versus Serrano 2. You know, round 13, we didn't know what we were going to get because it was 2 years later. But my God,
Mhm.
it was just as hellacious. It was just as bloody. It was just as good. We saw Taylor fighting off the back foot. We saw her making adjustments. We saw Serrano making adjustments. Dude, she fought with her eye basically flying open. And
For real.
my gosh, and we've seen worse cut, and we've seen less worse cuts, and it got called. So thank you, Texas Commission. I mean, there's sometimes we're like, yeah, we question why you do certain things, but thank you for letting them fight. But yeah, that was my fight of the year, and I think maybe some people will ask like, you know, I want to know yours because we can talk about like what constitutes a fight of the year in our definition. So Jay, what? I mean, I obviously know, but why did you choose them?
I chose them because it gave us some of everything. It was bloods and gory, it was technique, it was skill, it was brutality, it was intestinal fortitude. It just had the makings of so many things, whether you were a man or a woman or a fight fan or not. I
Mm-hmm.
went to so many places after that because, people were tuned in to see Mike Tyson,
Yep.
obviously. But in the course of getting to that fight, they watched the women's fight, and I've heard so many people going, damn, those women were badass that were fighting before them. And that's what we need to grow the sport, the opportunity to put women on a platform like that. So the fight itself was incredible. And for the same reasons, thank you for letting them fight, because that would have broke my heart if they ended the fight early. But I mean, they really put it on from the build up to just how competitive the fights, the fact that they're making record breaking money like crazy.
And why people think that if it's a 50-50 fight and you bring new eyes to the sport, and that's what they did. That's what they
Salute
did.
to MVP Promotions and Netflix.
Since we did female male fight, who you got, Jay? Oh, this is a hard one.
That was a super hard one because we saw a lot of really good fights this year, but I ended up settling on Usyk versus Fury too. I love the fight. I understand that there are people who think Fury fought, but just all of the makings of what made the fight excellent did it for me. Usyk is really that man. He's
Mm-hmm.
really that man. I thought about Bam Rodriguez and Inoue and
Oh
lots of
yeah.
different people, but I still found myself wanting to rewatch that. Oh no, I'm lying to you. That wasn't my fight of the year. This is going to be a very controversial choice.
Okay.
My fight of the year, despite what happened after it, is
Oh.
Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia.
You know, that was actually my craziest moment in boxing. That was my honorable mention. And that's my honorable mention for fight of the year for male. Like, because the whole thing from the beginning,
Everything.
but even our favorite thing turned into a meme. He's doing his wordplay, and Haney's like, "Is
The
this
best
real?"
moment. That is the funniest moment of the whole thing.
I can't. And Haney's just like, what? For fight of the year? Okay, I like that. So mine was kind of like yours, but it was part one. Usyk versus Fury. And I kept thinking, wait a minute, was that last year? No, it sure wasn't. It was 2024. Can you believe we got a rematch, a heavyweight rematch in the same year?
Right.
But yeah, I think it's because it was so close. You saw it was like a rocky, we thought Usyk was going down. And the way he fought back and the way I thought, we all thought Fury was going down. The ropes held him up, by the way. And just a bunch of things. And I thought that was my male fight of the year. And yeah, I totally thought,
I'm
I was
gonna
like,
get fricasseed in the comments. I know it's coming.
no, but I totally agree. That and craziest boxing moments was at Brian Haney. Even Dimitri said, he goes, I thought that was probably fight of the year.
Because it was like, it looked nothing like we thought. That fight looked nothing like we thought. I loved all the vertical content from the funny stuff from the shows and all the stuff they did. I really, really liked the stuff that Haney did on his channel with the training, like the 24/7 type stuff. Ryan was acting a pure ass fool. So that in itself was entertaining in a way. But I mean,
we still
I
don't know
know
if that was
y'all
an
eat
act.
me up, eat me up. I
Girls,
know.
we still don't even know if that was a full-on act. Like,
Right, exactly.
my last topic is promoter slash manager of the year. And
Mm-hmm.
the person I chose, not a promoter, not a manager, and you guys might give me grief, but I don't care, is His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. Why I say that is because this man had the crown prince and all their money to back boxing and a bunch of sports. He brought sports, he brought Riyadh season to the forefront and had people fight that should fight. We were probably never going to see fights ever, like the Better Be of B-Ball. He has promoters being besties like Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren. They're all
Yeah.
besties now all of a sudden.
And Bob too.
And Bob. And so for him to be able to do that, yes, I get money talks, but hey, that's what we need, money to make
Hello.
fights happen. And you know what? I think us and everyone appreciates him for doing a big thing in boxing. He saved boxing, honestly. He really did. I mean, I wish more of it was here. So yeah, people are like, well, he's not a promoter. I know he's not a promoter nor a manager. He just did something good. That's my take. I want to know if you have an actual promoter or manager.
I went back and forth between Turkey and the other person on my list because for the same reasons that Turkey really single-handedly revived boxing in
Yeah.
2024. It's a broken sport that needed a lot of money. He was like, pish posh, we got it. We got it. So I was torn between, I'm going to have a thing between him and MVP Promotions, Jake
Oh my
Paul,
God.
MVP
Yeah.
Promotions.
You know what? Yeah.
I'm gonna feel that just for the simple fact of the whole Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano thing.
Yeah.
And they said that Katie Taylor made something like 6.1 million and Amanda made more than her. Shout out to women. They earned every penny of that from the promotion to the fight itself. And shout out to him to having the vision to put these women in the co-main event. All these women who got to see them,
Yeah.
Katie's people who already love her, know she's dope, to get to see her on a global stage. So that's why I was torn between the two of them because they both did really great things in 2024. It's just all about how you want to, like you said, Turkey's not really a promoter or manager. Jake is a fighter and a promoter, or not really. I don't know. I don't think he's Amanda's manager or anything like that. But
He's
thank
Amanda's
you to them.
promoter. Oh, no, your answer is fair because Turkey's not a promoter or a manager, and Jake is a promoter because he owns MVP Promotions. So your answer sticks. So if you guys have something to say in the comments, say it. And if you guys say it's Eddie Hearn or Frank Warren, I could see maybe Frank Warren.
Yeah.
He's the one who brought became besties with Turkey and then basically brought it so he could be on the
Exactly,
list.
exactly.
Yeah.
But don't be a person hiding behind a meme and someone else's name if you're gonna talk shit.
That is our boxing best of
Oh,
2024
wait, can we
awards.
do
Oh,
one vote? What, just one? Oh, because we're winding down.
yeah.
One honorable mention of Trainer of the Year. And yeah, I'm biased. I'm gonna give it to our guy, Brian Bomac McIntyre. For not only for Bud and for Keyshawn, but for bringing Chris Eubank Jr. back to life, even though he got arrested afterwards. Free Bomac until it's backwards.
Wait,
But
Chris Eubank?
that's who he was training when he was in England, when he had the gun in the bag and he
Oh,
came back
yeah,
and got
that's
arrested.
right.
He
That's
brought it back to the
right.
forefront. So shout out to them and B&B Academy, and shout out to you, Bo Mac.
So many things that happen in one year, and you don't even think about it. I had to Google, like, when did it happen?
For real, seriously. Just a little, since we're going to wrap it up, just maybe a sneak peek of next week. Next week, maybe we'll talk about Devin Haney fighting on Black Prime, BOK Prime.
Yeah,
And
I want to know the tea on that because I saw it. I know
that'll get us a chance to do it. And then we can also talk about Ryan having wrist surgery now.
Hey. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our best of 24. We want to know, do you agree with us? If not, tell us who you think it is. We like to always have nice, friendly banter. Just be very respectful in the comments, guys. It is 2025. New us, new you. So, and remember, think about your life choices.
Exactly.
Jay, I missed you. Happy New Year. I cannot wait to see you. Hopefully very soon. I know I'll definitely see you next Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. Very soon for our little friends thing we're going to do. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you get your tickets yet? Because
I'm getting them soon. I haven't bought them, but trust me, I'm still coming.